So how do you know when you are a vibrational match to what is wanted? You feel great. You have clear mind. You feel enthusiasm. How do you know when you're opposing it? You don't feel so good. When you feel anger, you're not a match. When you feel defensive, you're not a match. When you feel bored, you're not a match. When you feel exhilaration, really a good match. When you feel love or appreciation, really good match. When you feel interest in something, you're a really good match, you see. So how is it that your emotions are such clear indicators, such clear, always accurate indicators? Because your emotions, like all of your senses, indicate the vibrational relationship between who you really are and what you've been asking for, and what your habit of thought, well, that's not really fair, what your in this moment thought, which may not be your habit. You might have just stumbled on it just now. You might be testing out that habit of thought. You might have heard it. Someone might have said it. You might be repeating it. But for the most part, you're not coming up with new resistant thoughts. You've been carrying them around for a while. And the reason that you don't give them up easily is because you've been carrying them around for a while. So they've been your point of attraction for a while. So law of attraction's been giving you evidence of them for a while. So you have proven the validity of them to yourself. So you believe that it is real and you believe that it is true. So you keep repeating it. Because after all, you want to be truthful. Not. You don't want to be truthful about things not wanted. Esther argued with us in the beginning about that quite a bit. But Abraham, it's true. It's true. I'm only speaking the facts. I'm only speaking what is true. And we say there are a lot of true things that resonate with what you want. Focus on those true things. Because anything you focus upon, and this is the big words of the day, anything you focus upon, you will make your truth. Law of attraction will help you. Anything that you focus upon becomes your truth. So you just got to ask yourself, is this a truth I want to manifest? Is this a truth that I want to activate in my vibration? And the reason that we start there is because we want you to understand what the truth of your being really is. And when you focus upon something that makes you feel fearful or angry or hateful, then you've activated within yourself something that is not active within the source within you. And that's why it feels so off. The feeling of hatred or the feeling of meanness or the feeling of defensiveness or the feeling of fear, any of those negative emotions simply means, it's important, but it's simple. It simply means that what you're thinking about and how you're thinking about it is a differing opinion of how source within you is thinking about the same thing, which leads us to a really important premise that most of you are not completely aware of, that we are completely aware of, that we would like you to be completely aware of. And that is the source within you, your inner being, that which man wants to call God, is focused with you in every moment and offering an opinion about what you are focused upon. So when you hate that guy and you feel awful in your hatred, it's because Source loves that guy. And we know you think Source is misguided. If Source really knew the details, let me give you more details, Source. I would like to tell you specifically why I feel justified in this. I am justified in this because I feel justified in this because I feel justified in this because it is something that I do not want. And I've come to believe that if I push hard enough against unwanted things, that in my pushing against unwanted things, I will obliterate them. And as I obliterate the unwanted things, in their absence, I will be left with something that I want. When you get specific about unwanted things, you're going to feel really, really bad. Because the larger part of you is only specific about things that you want. The larger part of you is very specific, knows clearly who you are. And we want you to understand why. Do you get it that you are more than you see in this focus that is here? Do you understand that you come from a broader perspective that still exists? You're not dead or alive, physical or non-physical. You are always life, flowing. And as you are here in this physical body, there's the part of you that was before you got here. Yes, it was before you got here, but it is while you are here. It is the larger part of you that still exists simultaneously while you are here. And you are constantly feeling the feedback, the vibrational and therefore emotional feedback between that vantage point and the vantage point that you are holding in any moment. So let's say you're focused upon something that you are feeling appreciation about. And you stay in that soft, good feeling energy, and you allow yourself to focus with even more appreciation about this thing. As you tune yourself through your physical environment, through the power of your mind, into more specifics of this wanted thing, you literally, vibrationally allow a merging of the broader perspective of you who is already there and always in that pure positive vibrational wavelength. And when you tune into that, you come into your true power. That's when you feel frisky and full and fun. That's when you feel passion and sureness and clarity. That's when you feel stability and vibrancy and love. That's when you truly be who you are, you see. And if we were standing in your physical shoes, that would be our quest in every moment. We would be looking around every environment for a reason to merge with that broader perspective. Why? Is it because I'm here in my body and I want to be a puppet on a string and I just want somebody who really knows what they're doing to run the show? Not at all in any way. Because that source energy that's flowing through you is not creating your reality. It is merging with the reality that you create, provided it's a reality that doesn't defy the energy that it already is. That was a mouthful. Did you get it? We'll back up and say it again. Who you have been becoming as source energy is as a result of the experience that you have been allowing yourself exposure to here in this life experience. So when you know from your physical format what you don't want, you also know more clearly what you do want. And the larger part of you hones in on that discovery and that decision and becomes it and holds the vibrational space of that. Holds that place marker, that newly evolved place marker. So everything that you are living, everything that you are knowing, everything that you are wanting, everything that you are becoming, we're right there with you. And the only time you ever feel negative emotion is when you create a space for all of us and then you don't join us in the space that you've created. You will never be upset if you don't join someone else in the space that they have created. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. It doesn't matter the contrast that they're living. It doesn't matter when they know what they don't want and then they know what they do want and they create a magnificent space. It doesn't matter that someone else has become something and you're not going with what they have become. That doesn't matter at all. You're not going to get any emotional feedback about that. You only get emotional feedback when you don't let yourself in any moment be what, who, how you have become. So now you've just expanded. You expanded. The question is, are you in your physical format going to keep up with it? And the answer for almost 100% of you is no. I'm not going to keep up with it because I'm a lazy focuser. I'm not going to keep up with it because instead of focusing upon the decision that I've come to, I'm going to stay focused on the reason I came to the decision. I'm going to defend and justify the decision, but I won't go with it. That's just too easy. Life should be more struggle, you say. I need to defend and justify my well-being to a much greater extent. I will not just go there. Now, you have moments of clarity and moments of aligning with who you really are. But for the most part, you are letting what you are observing around you dominate your focus. And that's really what we want to talk with you about today. Not for a moment do we want you to withdraw your attention from this time-space reality, because you came forth to create within it. And you know what else? Not only did you come forth in your physical form to create within it, we all came with you. So isn't it nice that you have this perfect guidance system within you, active in every moment, that is giving you one reading only, one message, one constant message, and the message is this. You have expanded just recently, just seconds ago. You expanded more just seconds ago. And this emotional feeling that you have is your indicator of how well you're keeping up or not with who you have become. And everything you feel is about that. Most humans who you will meet don't know that, because they are measuring their feedback from other humans. They're seeking approval from others. They care about what somebody else thinks about them. They have set their own guidance system aside long ago. And as a result, most people are lost in the sense that they're looking to a lot of people for guidance, and the people that they're looking to are really inconsistent in the guidance that they give. Have you noticed? Come this way, come this way, come this way. This is right, this is right, this is right, this is right. Live over here, do this, dress this way, look like this, be like this, act like this. These are the principles you should live by. These are the principles that you should live by. We are surprised that you are all not stark raving mad. Because there is so much feedback from so many around you who would like you to be slightly different or largely different than you are in order to make them feel better in their observation of you. Because they still don't get it. They still think that how they feel is about you, and they're still trying to control you. They're still trying to control you so that they will feel better, but not just you, everybody else too. And they're having a hard time, have you noticed? It's really a lot of responsibility to need to control circumstances and events and other people in order to feel better. It's a lot of responsibility, and they'll never, ever figure it out or even come close to it. And you won't either. We know for sure that as a result of your willingness to just listen, that your vibration has been moved to a different place than it was before we had this conversation. It only takes 17 seconds of non-diluted focus in order to shift vibration, and you have been giving far more than that. 68 seconds of holding yourself in a vibration of well-being will shift your vibration, your point of attraction, dramatically enough that that grid must fill in, and must fill in today. So we're looking forward to the evidence that you will discover of this energy shift that has taken place as a result of this conversation. You could be unaware of law of attraction. You could have never heard of Abraham or the teachings of Abraham. You could not be making any effort to focus yourself into the things that you want. And you could live happily ever after, because it is the nature of this time-space reality that you live within. In other words, you don't need to know this in order to live well, nor do the people around you. But you are deliberate creators. And there is nothing more exhilarating for deliberate creators than to get your thoughts around what you can specifically do, how you can specifically mold the energy in order to get the results that you want. So when you finally get it, that how you feel is about one thing and one thing only, there's a larger part of you that is pulsing within you, who adores you, who knows your value, who knows your clarity, who knows your goodness, who knows who you are, who is offering a steady vibrational rhythm of that. And you have the option in every moment of joining that rhythm and thriving, of joining that rhythm and soaring, of joining that rhythm and having the best time in this moment. Or you have the option of pinching it off and then blaming some outside circumstance for the discord that you are feeling, when really you have complete control over how good or bad you feel in any moment in time. There is nothing that is big enough to be your excuse for feeling bad. And when you finally figure that out, you will, for the first time in your life, be free. Be free of the bondage of uncontrolled thought. We spoke a lot of words here today, and you heard almost all of them. We moved a lot of energy here today, and you felt a lot of it. The energy moved significantly here today. It might be leaving you feeling a little like you've had a workout. But what's coming in the next few days, watch for it. It is our promise that it will be evident to you. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain stubbornly, joyously, expectantly, decidedly, emphatically, determinedly in the vortex.